Okay, we're going to look quickly at week 12. Before we begin, I want to cover two quick things. One is that in 2 weeks it will be Thanksgiving break, and this is a great week for you to play a little catch up if you're behind. There's definitely, like Monday, Tuesday, you might be able to get some things done since you won't have new content in any of your classes. It's also important that you take a break and let your body refuel, let your heart refuel, and spend lots of quality time with friends and family. So definitely want to also bring that balance that, yeah, if you're behind, it might be good to go back and review some things or get caught up on some things, but also really give yourself some time to rest and rejuvenate during that break. Moving forward into social studies. Oh, the other thing I wanted to cover before we move on is I just really want to make sure that you guys know, one, that you're doing a great job on your assignments, and two, at times I want to make sure we're covering academic integrity. It's really important that you're doing your own work, which we know obviously you can't copy and paste and take work from somewhere else and submit it as your assignment. But it's also important to note that while it's great to get outside support, at the end of the day, I still want you to be submitting your writing. And so when you edit and revise with a grown-up, that is a huge and very important part of the writing process. But it's also very important that you feel like you get to be a learner in process as as you grow as a fifth grader, learning how to write. So I want you to feel comfortable submitting what you can do at an independent level with writing process support of editing and revising and some great input. That's how you become a better writer. But I still really want it to be strongly influenced by your own thinking, words, and work. So with that, we're moving forward into social studies. You'll see that at the end of the lessons, you'll come to a storybook on what life was like in the colonies. So you'll need to review what needs to be done and print this. I'm also comfortable with you thinking outside the box with how you'd like to do your story. So you could actually draw pictures and write here, or you could think about something like a Google slideshow where you do a virtual storybook. So feel like you have a little bit of creativity there if you'd like, as long as you're obviously meeting the requirements of the assignment. Then when we go in to math, you'll see that you have, I believe, 2 quizzes and 2 assignments. And so you'll still go through all the content pages, and a quick reminder that when you're doing those practice pages for a concept within the lesson, feel like you can do half of those, and if you're understanding it, move on. So maybe you do all the odds or all the evens, and if you feel like you've grasped it, you can move on to the assignment or quiz. Don't skip them all together because the practice is helpful and it's going to prepare you for the assignment and quizzes, but I don't want you to get bogged down. In science, you will see that there is a chemical energy quiz, but then a mechanical energy activity. This one you'll actually, have variables and a hypothesis and things like that. So you'll find where you print off the final experiment on the last page of the content. And then in language arts, I do really want to celebrate how well you guys did on your writing piece for opinion. You all did a really good job pulling in quotes from the text. Remember to use that quote sandwich where you introduce the quote, give some context for where the quote is coming from before you kind of plop it into the middle of a paragraph. But beyond that, I was really proud of what you guys did. So for this upcoming week, you're going to have 2 or 3 quizzes, but please don't just skip to the quiz. Make sure you're going into the content pages because you're going to start working on your next writing piece embedded within these content pages. So if you skip that, you won't understand what you are working on when you get into the lessons in 04.06 and beyond. So please slow down and go through all the great learning. And beyond that, if you have any questions, you can always pop into the Zoom meeting. Please reach out if you aren't able to get into the Zoom meeting. I've had some emails where people expressed that they were having issues getting into the Zoom meeting. So please let me know and I'll send you like a link or an invite so that you can connect with me, or so that we can find another time and way to connect. Have a great week.